Hey guys, it is Miraculous Monday, and it is Coach Andrea here. And I wanted to come and talk about something that I am continuously talking about, but even more so now, and that is mental health. We just got the notice yesterday from the president that we are to social distance and be quarantined for another 30 days at least. And I think that today that reality is starting to set in for a lot of people. So a lot of people had their hopes set on, in 15 days, I can do 15 days. And then you get the notice that nope, where you thought you were coming to an end is actually just the start of a new beginning. It can really do something to your mind. So people are grieving, even if they're not using that word, they are grieving the loss of things that they had coming up, particularly if they were in the month of April and maybe even May or June. You've got seniors who are looking ahead that will probably not have graduations. You have proms that were scheduled that probably won't happen. You have vacations and cruises and baby showers and weddings and just so many things that have been planned for a long time that aren't going to happen. And parents, I want to say this to you particularly, to please stay checked in with your children. I know that this switch to homeschooling now for so many parents is adding a layer of stress, having everybody in the house, figuring out what everybody's going to eat. And then you're going to the grocery store and they don't have what you need. Like, this is something we haven't lived through before. We're just used to going to the store and getting what we need. And now it's like you have to figure out an extra layer. And as a mom, I can say that I know you're making 1,000 decisions a day. So now it went from 1,000 decisions to 2,000 decisions. But just as you're feeling that, so are your kids. And I've said before, kids just don't have the vocabulary. They don't have the words to express what they're feeling. So if you're noticing that your child is more irritable than normal, if you're noticing that they're not sleeping well, if you're noticing that they're tired or lethargic, or maybe they just want to be alone all the time, that is a sign that your child is grieving. They may be struggling with some mild depression. I'm not saying clinically depressed, but I'm saying just some mild depression, which would be just a normal part of being disappointed. And so it's important for you to check in on them. My big concern is that a lot of people are going to come through this okay physically, but mentally they're going to carry the trauma and the grief of this time with them because they haven't processed it, because they haven't slowed down enough to say, okay, I can't do everything. What has to come off my plate? What can I eliminate and make this my new normal? To just stop and hear what God is saying in the season about slowing down and being intentional about how you spend your time. So that's my encouragement for you today, is to guard and protect your mental health. Watch what you're listening to and who you're listening to, who you surround yourself with. Pay attention to what you're watching on TV, and just the words that are coming out of your mouth. We know that we have death and life in the power of our tongue. So watch the words that you speak over yourself. Watch the words you speak over your children. Watch the words you speak over your health and people that you love. And more than anything, guard your heart and guard your mind. Make sure that you don't come out of this, like I said, physically healthy, but mentally traumatized, which will ultimately affect your physical health. So be wise, take rests as you need them, pay attention to your children, and check on people. Check on people you love, check on people, your family, do regular FaceTime calls, do FaceTime calls with your girlfriends. Don't just text. It's easy to hide behind text and say, yes, I'm okay, when you're really not okay. So just be intentional, be purposeful, be thoughtful, and be kind. Most of all, to yourself. Have a great day.